Welcome to my channel. I am Cowboy Ant, and this is my channel introduction. This is me. There were years I was surviving, not living. I carried abandonment like armour. I wore anger like it made me strong. I hurt people I loved because I didn't know how to handle what was inside me. I used to say, that's just how I am. It wasn't. It was unhealed. This channel isn't about pretending I fixed everything. It's about accountability. It's about growth. It's about breaking cycles instead of repeating them. I'm a dad trying to do better. A man learning that strength isn't volume, it's control. It's choosing not to react the way I used to. You'll hear music here. Real lyrics from lived moments. Storms I walked through. Mornings I rebuilt in. You'll hear conversations about mental health, especially for men who were never taught how to talk about it. About responsibility. About fatherhood. About becoming someone your kids can respect without fear. This isn't motivation for views. It's motivation because I know what it's like to feel lost in your own head. If you're rebuilding, if you're tired of being defined by your worst moments, if you're choosing better even when it's hard, you're in the right place. I'm not perfect, I'm not polished, but I'm not running anymore. This is me. This is me. Isn't a flex, it's a confession. It's a line between who I used to be and who I decided to become. There were years I was surviving on instinct. Loud, reactive, armoured up. I wore anger like it made me strong. I told myself, that's just how I am. When really it was just unhealed parts of me running the show. I hurt people. I pushed people away. I thought chaos was normal. This song and this album is me owning that. Not blaming, not excusing, owning. It's about accountability, the kind no one sees, the quiet work, the nights where you sit with yourself and decide you're not doing that anymore. It's about learning that strength isn't volume, it's restraint. It's walking away when you could explode. It's protecting your kids without becoming a storm. This is me. It's a raw, on purpose, no polish, no pretending I've got it all figured out. Just a man rebuilding in real time. A dad trying to be someone his kids feel safe with. A man choosing peace over pride. It's not motivation for views, it's motivation because I know what it feels like to be lost in your own head and not know how to climb out. This isn't the highlight reel, it's the turning point. It's the moment you stop running from yourself and stand in it. This is me. Fields at dawn. It's the calm after everything's burnt down. It's not about the storm, it's about what you do the morning after. That quiet moment when the world's still, the air's cold and no one's watching. When you realise you survived. When you decide you're not just surviving anymore, you're rebuilding. The fields in the song aren't just land, they're responsibility, they're fatherhood, they're choices. They're the parts of life that need tending every single day, whether you feel like it or not. It's about steady work, planting better seeds than the ones you grew up with, breaking cycles, choosing patience over pride. There's no drama in it, no explosion, just boots in the dirt and the decision to do better. Fields at dawn is peace earned the hard way. It's the sound of a man who walked through fire and chose to build instead of burn. High noon in the bathroom. This one isn't dramatic. It's not about a big collapse. It's about those quiet moments in the middle of the day when everything looks normal on the outside. Work still needs doing. Kids still need you. Life doesn't stop, but you close the bathroom door and just stand there, staring at yourself, trying to figure out why your chest feels tight, why you're angry, why you're exhausted, why you feel like you're about to lose control. High noon? Because it wasn't happening at midnight when no one could see. It was happening right in the middle of life. The mirror became a place where I had to decide. Do I walk back out the same, or do I change something? It's about the version of me that didn't know how to handle what was inside. And the moment I started learning, not perfect, not fixed, just aware. Rise from the ashes is the turning point. It's not soft, it's not calm. It's the moment you look at the wreckage, the mistakes, the fallout, the bridges you burned, and decide you're not staying there. It's about owning the damage without letting it define you. There was a version of me that thought fire was power, that thought being feared meant being strong. That thought survival was enough. This song is the realization that survival isn't the goal, growth is. The ashes in this track are pride, old habits, reactions, the parts of me that felt big but were actually broken. Rising isn't dramatic, it's painful, it's humbling, it's admitting you were wrong, it's apologizing without defending yourself. It's choosing to rebuild your character the same way you'd rebuild a house, brick by brick. This song is grit. It's accountability with backbone. It's the sound of a man who fell hard and stood up differently. Not louder, stronger. Storm-worn, sunbound. It's about what it costs to grow. It's not about the fight. It's about the marks left after. Storm-worn means I've been through it. The argument, the regret, the night staring at ceilings, replaying everything I should have done differently. The weight of knowing you were the problem. But sunbound, that's choice. It's waking up and deciding you're not staying in the weather. It's choosing warmth over chaos, choosing steady over explosive. Choosing to be the man who walks into a room and lowers the temperature instead of raising it. This song carries both sides, the scars and the direction, the past and the intention. It's grit without bitterness, strength without noise, a reminder that just because you were shaped by storms doesn't mean you belong in them. Storm-worn, sunbound, still standing, still moving forward, facing the light on purpose. Stronger isn't about muscles or ego. It's about control. It's about the strength that doesn't shout. There was a time I thought being strong meant reacting first, speaking loud, standing tall in every argument. But that wasn't strength, that was defense. This song is about the kind of strength that took me years to understand. The strength to apologize. The strength to walk away. The strength to sit with your emotions instead of throwing them at someone else. The strength to protect your kids without becoming something they're scared of. Stronger. It's quieter than the old version of me, but it's deeper. It's the moment you realize the real power isn't in dominating a room. It's in mastering yourself. It's about building discipline when no one's watching, holding boundaries without aggression, choosing peace even when chaos feels familiar. This isn't hype, it's earned. Stronger isn't about being untouchable, it's about being unshakable. Standing proud isn't arrogance, it's alignment. It's what happens when your actions finally match your values. There was a time I either shrank myself or overcompensated. I was either too quiet or too loud, too guarded or too reactive. Pride back then came from ego. This pride is different. It's being able to look in the mirror and not flinch. It's knowing you've made mistakes and corrected them. It's knowing you hurt people and took responsibility. It's knowing you were lost and found your way back without blaming the world. Standing proud is about walking into a room steady, not needing approval, not chasing validation, not performing strength, just being. It's about fatherhood, about modelling something solid, about showing your kids what growth looks like in real time. It's not pride over others, it's pride over the man you chose to become. Head up, back straight, storm behind you, standing. Unbreakable rise. It's the long view. It's not the moment you stand up once. It's the decision to keep standing every time. This track isn't loud. It's not about revenge. It's not about proving anyone wrong. It's about proving yourself right. There were seasons I thought I was broken. Not bent, not bruised, broken. Like the damage was permanent. But what I learned is this. Being cracked isn't the same as being finished. Unbreakable doesn't mean untouched. It means rebuilt, stronger at the weak points. This song is about resilience without ego. About getting knocked down by life, by your own mistakes, by other people's chaos, and choosing not to stay there. It's about rising without becoming bitter, rising without becoming hard, rising without losing your heart. Unbreakable rise is the sound of a man who stopped reacting to every storm and started building something that doesn't fall when the wind blows. It's not dramatic, it's disciplined, and it's not a comeback, it's a continuation. My sons will stand tall. It's legacy. It's not about me, it's about what they carry forward. This song came from a simple thought. I don't want my boys inheriting my chaos. I want them inheriting my growth. There were things I wasn't taught, emotions I didn't understand, reactions I copied without realising. But my sons, they will see a man who apologises, a man who protects without control, a man who shows strength without shouting. This song is a promise that they'll know they're loved without having to earn it, that they'll know it's okay to talk, that being a man doesn't mean being hard, it means being steady. It's about teaching them to stand tall, not because they're feared, but because they're grounded. To stand tall in their values, in their character, in their kindness. My sons will stand tall is me breaking a cycle quietly, not perfectly, but intentionally. So when they grow into men, they won't have to rebuild the way I did. They'll just build. My daughters, my light is softer. It's not about fixing. It's not about protecting from everything. It's about presence. This song came from the realisation that my daughters don't need a hero. They need a safe place. A man in their life who listens before he reacts. Who stands steady so they don't have to. There were times I wasn't that man. This track is about becoming him. It's about watching them grow. Strong, stubborn, emotional, brilliant. And knowing my job isn't to control that light, but to guard it. To remind her she doesn't have to shrink for anyone. She doesn't have to earn love. She doesn't have to carry anything alone. My daughters, my light, it's about the way a daughter can soften a man without weakening in him. It's about how even on my worst days, her smile could pull me back from myself. It's gratitude. It's accountability. It's promise. No matter the distance, no matter the misunderstandings, No matter the storms, she is light, and I will always stand there where the light can find me. For when you're grown is a letter for the future. It's the things I can't always explain properly right now. The lessons that might not make sense until later. The apologies you only understand once you've lived a little. This song is for the day my kids are older. When they see me, not just as dad, but as a man who was learning in real time. It's about the decisions they don't understand. The boundaries I held. The times I got it wrong and tried again. It's me saying, when you're grown, you'll realise I wasn't trying to control you. I was trying to protect your peace. You'll see the battles I kept quiet, the storms I stood in so you didn't have to, the nights I worried but didn't show it. It's not a defence, it's context. For when you're grown is hope. The one day they'll look back and see effort, not perfection, love, not ego, growth, not just mistakes. It's a father trusting that time will reveal the full picture. And when that day comes, I hope they stand beside me, not because they have to, but because they understand. This is me, outro. This isn't a victory lap, it's a pause. This album was never about being perfect, it was about being honest. About saying the things most men were taught to swallow. About standing in my own story instead of running from it. If you've listened to this whole project, thank you, truly. Whether it helped you, challenged you, or just made you think, that matters to me more than numbers ever will. And a special thank you to HStyles_2. Your support, your push, your belief, it doesn't go unnoticed. Also, a thank you to all of my children, all 5 of them. This isn't the end though. There's another chapter coming. A new album is on the way. Because growth doesn't stop, healing doesn't stop, and neither do I. Before that though, I want to ask you something real. What's your storm? What's the thing you've been carrying and nobody sees? If you're struggling, if you're rebuilding, if you're just trying to get through the day, talk to me. I'm not a professional. I'm not here to fix you, but I will listen. Because sometimes being heard is where it starts. This is me, and the next chapter begins soon.